Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, today we're just going to take a quick look at the 9-round 9mm Luger magazine from Ruger. If you've got just an EC9S or an LC9S or an LC9, you're either going to get one or two magazines with that handgun and a 7-round magazine, which is fine. But if you want to increase your capacity by 2 rounds, which will take you up to 10 rounds total, 9 plus 1, you might be looking at the 9-round magazine. So as you can see, the firearm is in fact unloaded. Chamber's all empty, and we just got some snap caps to kind of play around with as we test the action and see how well the magazine works. One of the main reasons why I bought this instead of getting just another 7-round magazine is the fact that this could serve as a nice backup mag. You know, if concealment is the big thing, I could keep this in a spare magazine pouch off to my side. You know, it does take up a little more room. It might print just a little bit more, but as you know, with the right clothing, with the right kind of holster setup, you know, printing should not be an issue. And also, this does come with a flat bottom base plate, so if you want to put that on the bottom of the magazine, you can have a flush fit, more concealed look if you want to. Also, I was just going to kind of give you a heads up whether or not this gives you a better grip or feel on the pistol as is. Now, it's not a difficult pistol to hold on to. It's not a difficult pistol to fire, but you know, if you can get a little bit better purchase on the firearm, if you can get better grip on it, you know, why not spend $8 more than you would for a 7-round mag and get a 2-round more capacity? So let's go and get this out of the box. We'll take a look at the mag. We'll put it in the pistol, see how well it works, and we will go from there. Okay, so if I hadn't mentioned this previously, I purchased this magazine on eBay for 30 bucks. I think you can get a single pack, just a single 7-round magazine for $22. I'm seeing some 2-packs on there for around $39, $40 on eBay delivered, and I paid $30 delivered for this magazine. There was a warning on the website, and there's also a little pack-in that came in with a box on this that said that these magazines do have incredibly stiff springs. You know, it may take some force. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it basically was saying you don't have to return the magazine if it has a very stiff spring. That's just part of the nature of the design. And so these magazines might take a little bit of breaking in to get them a little bit easier to load. You know, you can get things like a Lula uploader and a Super Thumb, you know, speed feeder, or, you know, quick loader, whatever you want to call it, and that might make it a little bit simpler for you. So the design is essentially, again, just like the 7-round mag that you get from the factory, just with an extra inch tacked on there, basically, so you can see it's a little bit thicker. Now the thing is, in terms of, you know, printing and how it's going to really show up, you're already going to have this edge from this little pinky rest on here if you're running it. So all you're basically doing is just filling in this empty space and winding around a little bit to the back. So if printing is your big concern, which it really shouldn't be, but if it is, you might want to take that in consideration if you purchase a magazine like this. So let's just put a couple dummy rounds, snap caps in there, and see how tight it really feels. I've only got 4. It takes a moderate amount of spring pressure. It's really not that bad. You know, this pressure is going to multiply exponentially, so keep that in mind. So 4, it's really not that big of a deal, guys. If you can load the 7-round magazine, I don't think you're going to have any trouble with it. So, okay, guys, so this is going to be slightly out of sync with the video. I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and load 9 rounds in here and just see what it's like. So that way, if it does get very difficult to load, I can give you a heads up on it in case you're somebody that doesn't have very strong grip strength. So we'll just go ahead and put 9 rounds of live ammunition in here. Okay, so there's 4. Okay, 5, 6. And again, I'm just pressing on the table with this. 7, 8, and oh, push that last round back in there. It's really not that bad, guys. And 9. You know, I mean, it's not bad. If you practice and if you do enough shooting and you load your magazines up, I think you're going to be okay. So I need to put this in the firearm anyway. So when you're seeing this part of the video, guys, I've already finished filming the video. So this is going to go into the firearm, which is going to be stowed for use. This is not going to go into the video. In the continuation that you're about to watch, we'll just keep using those snap caps, okay? All right, so loading it, not a problem. If you're somebody that has some kind of grip strength issues, you might want to get yourself a speed loader and go from there. Again, clear chamber, okay? Let's just go ahead and put the magazine in and charge the first round. So, oh wow, that definitely adds a lot more space to the purchase on it. That definitely, a lot more real estate there, if you will. We can really get a good, see, okay, now that's one thing about this that I did not like about this pistol initially. With just the pinky rest, it's really good to get your full two-handed grip on the firearm. And filling in this extra space right here, that definitely helps out quite a bit. I'll go ahead and just release the round. There we go. Okay, it does release with no problems at all. Now you do have a little bit of a gap here. This might be off-putting to some people. You can see the magazine through it, how it shines. Looking at maybe just, you know, I don't know, 1/10 of an inch, I suppose, but it is secure. It's not going to go anywhere. Here it is on the back. So I don't think that these 9-round magazines were an afterthought, but Kind of wish they had a little bit more of a flush fit, but that's just my opinion. You do get the same texturing on the magazine too as you do get on the original pistol grip, which is really nice. But it does really make it easy, especially if you have medium-sized hands. You can really get a good grip on that firearm for however it is that you'd like to hold the firearm. Might make it a little bit easier to actuate that safety too, which is one of the sticking points that I have with this handgun. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's just go ahead and just cycle a few rounds through it here. We're going to go ahead and just run it out and see if it stops on the last round. There we go, and it locks open. So we know that it is in fact going to stop it on the last round like it should. Believe it or not, I purchased some single stack magazines for my car CT9, and they have issues with locking open on the last round. It's not the firearm, because some of the magazines it works, and on some of the magazines it does not. So that's something you can run into. Yeah, so that's really not that bad. Again, let's go ahead and just do a little comparison. Let me show you what I was talking about with the previous magazine. Put that in there. No. One thing about this pistol, if you get an EC9S or an LC9S, this is a very, one of the stiffest slide stop buttons I've ever used, and I tend to top charge anyway, but if you're somebody that's used to pushing that button down to charge the first round or release the slide, you're gonna have a hard time with it. I just do. So again, like I said before, you try to wrap your palm, and your palm has a tendency to go under the pistol, okay, instead of laying up against the side of it, because there's no place for your palm to rest. And again, everybody's hands are different, so it might just kind of depend on you. But I may primarily just keep the 9-round magazine initially, and then keep the 7 as a backup. But again, it's kind of your philosophy, however it is you like to carry, what you think you're going to need to keep yourself safe. But yeah, I do like that. So I'm probably going to order a couple more of these just to have them around and just keep the 1.7 with me for right now. I was not a big fan of just the flat base plate. That's why you're not going to see it in this video. My pinky, I basically have to rest it underneath. If this piece wasn't here, that's how I would have to hold the gun comfortably, because otherwise it has nowhere to go. It's just going to curl under anyway. So I personally like having that pinky rest on there. It makes it easier to draw if you have to take it out of your concealed carry holster. So anyway, again, just a little bit of a comparison. Oh, one thing real quick, magazines. Spring right out, no problems whatsoever. So like I said, you're getting the factory magazines. You're going to get you're going to pay a little bit of a premium for it versus say like a Mech-Gar or Pro Mag and stuff like that, but really shouldn't be that big of a deal. But just side by side, as you can see, not a whole heck of a lot of difference here between the amount of space they take up. I think it's worth it to have that little bit extra to hide if you conceal carry, to get that additional grip that you're going to need on the firearm. Again, the grip on it's not bad. I wish it had a little more of a texture in other places, because it is a little bit hard to keep your hands on. It's such a smooth plastic, but that's just the design of the gun. Every firearm, every pistol has its trade-offs. Not every pistol is going to be comfortable to shoot, so just go ahead and keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, that's it. So that's my quick take on the 9-round magazine. When you see the range test, we'll see this magazine in there, so it'll give you, an idea as to whether or not if it worked out well, if I had any problems with it, and so on. But right now, I'm pretty happy with it. And for $8 more than the price of the 7-round mag, to get that 2-round extension, I think that's definitely worth it. That's probably about the price that you pay for a mag extension base plate on other pistols. I'm just guessing. Who knows? Maybe it's double that price, but for $8 more, it's definitely a good deal. So otherwise, guys, that is it. Thanks for joining us today. This is our take on the Ruger LC9S, LC9, EC9S 9-round magazine, which is going to give you a 10-round capacity total if you go 9+1 from Ruger. $30 delivered on eBay. I'm not going to put a link to it, because if you just do a search for it, you're going to see 25, 30 people that are selling these on there. So there's plenty of them out there. Just go with the least expensive company that has the best feedback with free shipping, and you're going to be all set to go. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining us today, guys. If you like what you see, please like or subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on gunchannels.com. Okay, we're also over on guntube.org. As well as Gunstreamer and UGEtube, all those other social media platforms. You can follow the channel. Definitely a lot more material coming your way. So guys, that's it. I want you to have yourselves a great week. And as always, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.